Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Let's take this in. Let's take a look at Omega Supreme. And I want to show you one of my absolute favorite toys here. This is the Newage Legendary Heroes Defense Base Michael. Yes, a Legend Scale Omega Supreme. This is their EX version, which is their toy version of Omega Supreme, and the nice retro box here. Throwback product photography here. Really nice packaging. This is what you get here. Big ol' artwork. Yeah, that's a photo. Michael. My name is Michael. Yeah, Omega Supreme. This was one of the best Christmas presents I ever got. Thanks, me. Well, you're welcome, me. Um, yeah, Legend Scale. Now, when I started with the Masterpiece because bigger is better. But then, I didn't bring any comparison figures here. Let's do a little trick, magic of pausing a video here, and it's like we never left. I started with picking up some Legend stuff with Dinobots, which you might know I have a problem with Dinobots, but I got Grimlock here, New Age Grimlock. This is the comic book version, which I actually started the cartoon version, and then I picked this guy up along the way because you can never have too many Grimlocks, and then the comic deco of the New Age Megatron. So I started collecting some Legend stuff here and there, and came across Omega Supreme here, and I'm like, I have to get that. And this guy makes you think twice about why am I using up all my shelf space with masterpiece figures when you can get Legend scale stuff like this. This guy is just so great. You got your little happy Omega Supreme face here. Hi guys. Some ratchet joints, a lot of posability here. This kind of stuff, it's more for a transformation. Um, so much. What's going on here? New Age. What's happening there? Okay. It's just stuff popping out that shouldn't be. Okay. Yeah, I know what I'm doing here. Lots of posability. Swivel. That's really squeaky, isn't it? Nice ratcheted joints here at the bottom. Or his hips here. Big old knee bend here. This is a big figure, but and he can do so much stuff. He's fun to pose. He's fun to play around with. He's your plastic pal who's fun to be with, that's for sure. Yeah, Omega Supreme was one of my favorites because he's a big old Autobot that gave the team a little bit of beef. And even though this is large, again for a Legend scale, I don't think this is much bigger. I don't think it's bigger, period, than the original G1 toy. I think that one was a bit taller, but you're not going to get the range of motion with these fantastic modern Legend scale. I've got a comic here, the origins of Omega Supreme, as shown in the comic book. He came around what was this, issue 19. Came around a little after Devastator was introduced. Omega Supreme here was built by Grapple, and programmed by the Leadership Matrix. And here you have Grimlock and the Dinobots doing their thing, which is like leaving the Autobots, getting ticked off about something. So he was built to back up the Autobots with the advent of Devastator. And where am I going here? We got to see the absolute carnage that entails with Omega Supreme here. We've got some Seekers here going in. Omega Supreme blows one of them up. Kapow. I hope he gets better. And then he transforms, and the Decepticons are like, what? There's Omega Supreme. He blasts the cassettes. He smashes some more Seekers. He blows up Laserbeak. Oh, because Buzzsaw is down here, so that must be Laserbeak. Then he blows up another Seeker. I guess they get better. This was the thing about the comic books. I was like, it's very clear. I mean, come on, dude. He just vaporizes these guys, but I guess they get better. Yeah, Omega Supreme. And then you have the Omega Supreme in the cartoon, which his episode, his origin story episode, I think the secret of Omega Supreme, it's kind of sad. It's really depressing to see his origin. And, actually, from that episode, I want to throw this up real quick. I think I said in the past I wasn't going to start looking through the cartoons and pointing out all the animation errors that pop up. But there's this one shot from the very beginning of the cartoon where the Constructicons phone home to Megatron, and Megatron picks up the phone, and right next to him is Sideswipe. What? So anyway, Omega Supreme, Optimus Prime needs Omega Supreme's help because the Constructicons are getting an asteroid and bringing it back to Earth to do something. And Omega Supreme and Optimus Prime sit down and have a little picnic lunch and chat about where everybody came from. And there's this story about how the Constructicons and Omega Supreme were pretty good buds in the Crystal City on Cybertron. But then Megatron gets this device, oh man, now I just totally lost my mind here. The robosmasher. The robosmasher that goes around, and it's kind of horrifying. He gets to reprogram the robots, and he takes them over. And as we learn, if Megatron's robosmasher reprograms you, you can't change back ever, and you're just a bad guy forever, or whatever. And he does that to the Constructicons. He turns the Constructicons bad. The Constructicons go back and say, hey, Omega Supreme, somebody needs help. Go run away so we can destroy the Crystal City. And they destroy the Crystal City. And they set up Omega Supreme, and he gets the Robo Smasher thing in his head, but he's like, screw you, Robo Smasher. And it doesn't reprogram him, but it gives him an eternal grudge against the Constructicons. And it's kind of a sad story. On that episode also, yes, the asteroid is actually an egg for a giant robot dragon. Yeah, kind of a crazy 80s cartoon thing. But yeah, Omega Supreme right there, big and beautiful. Man, I was gonna transform him, but this video's going kind of long already, isn't it? This guy does have a pretty straightforward transformation. It's not rocket science. It's pretty cool to transform him. This is one of those figures I wish I had two of, because We need him in base mode at all times, as well as the robot mode. It's such a great figure. This guy's fantastic. If you can find him out there, Newage has a few different versions of this out there. I got this guy on Show Z, again as a Christmas present to myself, and just love it. Love this guy. And oh yeah, he doesn't walk like the G1 toy. However, the tank is motorized, so when you do build the base mode, he will go around and around the track here. It's just cool. It's just so great. If you have the means, I just forgot the quote now. God damn it. What kind of an 80s child am I? Anyway, that's about all. Go get an Omega Supreme. You'll feel better about yourself. Bye.